Well, I'm gonna cut into it to make my vest, but wow, just, you know, hi. My name is Deborah. I love to sew, knit, crochet, and all things fiber arts. I'm coming to you from the kind of sunny country of Belgium. And this is part 2 of quilting my first patchwork vest. And I hope you saw part 1. If you haven't seen part 1, stop this video and go see part 1 where I'm making my patchworking fabric. I go through ups and downs. It's an adventure, but to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor, you have to watch part 1. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be constructing the patterns that I need to make the vest, cutting it out of the fabric I made in the last video. I'm gonna be cutting out the quilt batting and sticking it to the fabric I created, and then attach lining, stitch them all together, and also add the bias tape to finish the Vivienne Westwood inspired patchwork quilted vest. So step 1 is cutting out the patterns. I don't want this to go one leg. Yeah. Time for a snack break. Everything fits perfectly. I'm very excited. Basically, I finished my patterns, the front and the back piece for my vest. What I'm gonna do now is reinforce every place here. I watched the Patchwork Queen from Carly B, and she said that reinforcing these little splits is to make sure that it doesn't unravel when you wear it. So I'm gonna do that because I don't want this to unravel. They're also working here, so sorry for the noise. If you hear it throughout the vlog, that's what's happening. I've just realized that what I'm doing is a waste of time because I'm gonna quilt this, so it's gonna be reinforced anyways. Guys, we are making progress. I knew the hardest thing was gonna be finishing this fabric. So the quilting fabric has been, I already removed it yesterday from 2 days ago, from my puffer's jacket slash sleeping bag. Then the fabric used to make the arms for my puffer jacket, I removed it from it, and I zigzag stitched the two quilting fabrics together to create enough space for my front panel. And now I'm gonna look up a tutorial on how to fasten them all together. I also need to cut out a front and back panel out of my lining fabric, and then I'll have all the fabric patterns, pieces needed to finish this vest. Guys, as much as I'm giving you my tips, I'm learning. So, our queen Carly B from Carly B said, you have to cut the lining as wide as your quilted fabric you put in between. So I'm not gonna cut this. I'm gonna put this on my lining fabric and cut the lining fabric as big as the white quilting fabric. I've made a lot of progress. I knew sewing, the actual sewing of the vest is going to be way faster than making the patchwork. But I've attached the lining fabric that's kind of like a wool fabric. Then there's the quilting fabric in between, the patchwork on top. I have to go to the hospital, but when I come back, I will quilt it. So I'm just gonna keep it very simple and go in squares. And that's gonna be it. But I'm happy that this is done. We're making a lot of progress. Yay, but I have to leave, otherwise I'm gonna be late. Take care of your mental health, guys. I'm going to the psychologist. I'm back. As I said, I finished doing all of the work. I am gonna now stitch. I have to decide where, because logically let me show you what I'm thinking about. In everything that makes sense, I would have to just sew on this line right here and here and like all of the places where the four squares meet, the intersections, I should sew through there, but it's not a straight line because I didn't do it perfectly, but that's fine. But I'm just a little bit afraid that it'll not look good if it doesn't all cross at the same place. And I also want to have a line that guides me here. And that's why I bought this erasable pen that doesn't work. Just in case you also want to use this pen, you have to shake it and then draw on your fabric, because otherwise it gets dried out super fast. So you have to shake it and then you'll see like a white liquid come out and you'll be able to use that to draw on. So it works, but you know, I have to give a formal apology to this marker. It works. It works. I'm sorry. I just drew on all the lines where I'm gonna go over with my sewing machine. I can see them. It dries out really quickly. So what you have to do is one, sometimes dip it in some water, shake it, and then draw on. And then when you want to reuse it, you shake it again and then you draw it on. You just really have to shake it to get the liquid out of the pen to go into the tip to use to make your lines. So it works. It's just, yeah, not easy to figure out, I guess. Guys, this looks super cool. This is making me feel a lot better. It was rough talking to my psychologist. This is making me feel really, really good and happy. Geek. Yay. Rain in Belgium? Crazy. sometimes when I'm sewing to actually quilt this fabric, this denim fabric, it kind of pushes it over the line I already sewed right here. I don't know if you can see that. It kind of like pulls the fabric over the line that's already, the horizontal lines that are already on this quilt. So I'm currently unpicking the stitch to be able to go over there again without having this little hoop. And I was doing that, and then I saw a bunch of other places where that happened. Like right here. You can't really see it on the dark squares, but on the light squares it just looks crazy, so I'm gonna pick it. How are you guys doing? What are you guys working on? Specifically, have you made a quilt before? And if you did, how was your experience? What kind of quilt did you make? Because I'm tasting that I want to make another quilt. Like, this was fun. It was frustrating. But I think if I buy the right supplies, like the roller blade, I don't know if that's the right word, but I'll show an image of it and you guys would know what I'm talking about. And the mat, so I can get like accurately sized squares or whatever forms I'll use to make it. I'll have a lot of fun. So you guys, if you guys have some quilt patterns, definitely recommend them to me. Once the craft girlies do something and it looks cool, I'm like, okay, I'm also gonna do it. Like, you're telling me you're spinning, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm also spinning now. You're drawing, okay, I will also draw. I follow the herd, okay? I'll do my own spin, obviously, because I always like to, combine different crafts and try different things and adapt them to what I like. But I just love crafting and fiber arts. It just makes me so happy. I just wish I could do this all the time. Anyways. Rule that out, but it is things like that where when it comes to side of why this could happen, how it could have been preventable, Lord, powering through this and being able to okay, the back isn't that bad. And as a family, how I feel as a young woman. Quick update. I finished sewing all of the quilting and it looks freaking amazing. I love the little dents. Everything on the chill. Now I'm gonna cut off the excess fabric all around. And then I'm gonna eat because I'm freaking hungry. I'm starving. Siblings were in pre-K or kindergarten. Actually, I don't know if I said that was me on base. Yes, it looks amazing. It does. It does. I fear. My goodness, it looks amazing. This is so cool. I can't even. Yeah. So I'm now gonna sew the shoulder seams and one side seam because the other one is closed with the bias tape or the bias. It's bias tape. This is the bias tape I'm using. It's thick enough. Yeah. Oof, this is gonna look so profesh. I'm very excited. Okay. But now I need to sew the sides and the top part. This is what it's currently looking like. This is gonna get sewn together. This is gonna get sewn together. And this side is gonna get sewn together. And then I'm gonna have to cover the inside of the garment. But first, I'm gonna sew it together. When you have to sew something that's a pretty thick fabric, to make sure you can start sewing on the top of the fabric, so right here, you have to put something at the back of your foot to make sure it starts at the same height. So when you try to sew a fabric that's a little thicker, you have to make sure that the back of your pressure foot is horizontal to your fabric. So when you put your fabric in, you can see the pressure foot gets kind of slanted because all of the fabric is in the front. So you need to find something that's roughly the same thickness as your fabric to put it in the back. And that gets the pressure foot at the same level and horizontally, and then you can sew on straight. And then you can just start sewing without any issues. I hope that tip was helpful because I always had an issue with that. The few times I was sewing on something that was a little thicker fabric, My machine would always be like crying and I couldn't understand why. And it's literally because the pressure foot is so slanted, it's too hard for it to start at the beginning of your fabric. We are gonna cover these seams on the inside with the same fabric I used for the lining. I'm just gonna cut some strips of fabric that are roughly the same length. I'm gonna cover the shoulder seams first. I think I just need to double. This seems to be long enough. Is this? And that's gonna. My brain is. Look. Awesome. Yes, it's looking good. It's very stiff. Like this is like. It's like an armor. Somebody tries to attack me, I'm like, no, you can't attack me. And the inside is finished to perfection. I feel very professional, but the ties are really they are gonna take it away. Because right now, right now, it should be the wonky. So yeah, the inside looks amazing. Let me see. Look at this. Beautiful finishing. But we're not done yet. Hi guys, I'm back. I've put this project on the side, but this is where we are left. So I already pinned my right armhole. I just have to cover all of the rest of the vest. Wow, this is huge on the side, but just have to cover this, add the bows, and then I'm done. So my plan is to finish today. I'm gonna go to the Veritas today to find the rest of the bias tape. I hope they have the color. I hope they have it still. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take this off and buy. I'm gonna buy 3 just because I don't want to run out. Buy tape rolls and finish this little project, and then I'll have this freaking vest. I'm gonna be honest, when I was done a few days ago, I was like, is this cool? Like, I don't know if this is cool, but it is. It is. So yeah, I'm really impressed. Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the shop, get some boys tape, also get some breakfast because I literally have nothing left in my studio. But yeah, today is the last day. I know I've set deadlines all the other days before, but that's just because I was underestimating the amount of time it would take for me to quilt. Not even quilting, patchworking. Patchworking was the most like I do want to do it again. And I've also been looking for some free motion sewing foots because I want to be able to not just do straight lines, but like do like cool little moves. But it doesn't look complicated, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Stay tuned. Maybe. I don't know. We secured the bag. I hope these are the same color. I think it is. I'll check now and then I'll eat because I'm hungry. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself. I'm just gonna take my time, enjoy the process, chill. It's the same color. Um, News update. I haven't eaten yet because this is the bias tape I used already on the vest, and this is the bias tape I bought. Look, did you guys see something? Yeah. Can you see something? You know what I see? It's not the same size. This one is bigger. And you would think, but Deborah, you brought a swatch to the shop and you weren't sure. You saw the swatch and you were like, it's a little bigger. But maybe I was fiddling with it and it stretched it a little bit. No, it did not. It's just bigger. So I'm going to have to go back. This project. Oh my God. Okay, I'm fine. I'm going to return one because one is on my card. I already opened one. So one is on my card. I'm going to return this one and buy two others. If it's not at that Veritas, I'm gonna have to go to another. Oh my God. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna eat now. I swear I'm gonna eat now. And then, oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I can use this to make the ribbons. So it's not a waste of money. What is this? That doesn't look good. Yes, I definitely ripped instead of the seam the fabric right here. Can you see? Yes, it's a little hole that's not supposed to be there. So I'm gonna have to remove that completely. If I'm smiling, but if one more thing goes wrong, I'm gonna stop this project. I'm not going to, but I swear we're fine. I'm just gonna pick it out. Okay. I'm cutting this part out and I'm gonna re-sew the inside of the bias. That seems like it's far enough. I'm gonna cut off a piece because it's a little too long. Pin it together. Oh, Lord, I can't even pin it in there. Yes. Okay, so this is the surgery I'm doing to fix it. To fix this mistake. I did the first pass around. Now, because for right here, because it was such a sharp edge, I decided to cut my bias into two, but I need to flip it over. But when you flip it over like this, there's like a big amount of fabric because I put like wattage in there that's taking up too much space. So I'm gonna cut the excess fabric right here. I love how I'm giving like random tips in between of me doing this. I don't know if anybody cares, but I feel like I have enough expertise to give a little bit, even though I haven't sewed in a long time. But the few things that I still know, I will tell you. See, and now when I flip it over, it's not gonna be as dramatic. You have to like punch it in with a sharp object. Not too sharp or you're punching a hole, but sharp enough to push it out. We are close. Not too much me like stumping my scissors in here. I think that's good enough. Look. And on the inside, it looks like this. Just gonna be cutting off all the excess fabric on the inside because otherwise I can't really give it a good fold over cover like this. Just gonna take some time and then I'll completely sew it shut and I'll add some closings and I'll be done. Vindicated and done. Today's not the day. Today's not the day. I There's a hole. I cut a hole in here. I did that. I cut a hole in here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cover this with this. I can't. The amount of mistakes I'm making is very annoying. I don't get it. I mean, I didn't sleep super well. Maybe that's the issue? I don't know. It's really frustrating. Wow. I really want to be chill, but like, I make mistakes every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds, I'm making a mistake. What's going on? And I'm literally almost around. Bro, echt waar. I'm just gonna cut this whole part out and put in a new one. We're almost there, and I'm making so many mistakes. Ay, 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 ay. I'm gonna seam rip this again and see you on the other side. Surgery number 2. Oh my god. I did it. I mean, I still have to do the little bows, but holy smokes. This was a lot. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, it's not done yet, but like the bulk of the project is done. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it. It looks so cool. Wait. Yeah, this really needs to be clipped together, but I just have to add the little... I should also style it because this is not the vibe, obviously. Obviously, this is not the vibe. But it looks so cool. The finishes really be finishing it. Like, it's a big, big, big difference. Wait. Now, I'm gonna add the 4 bows, and then I'll be finished. Good news, guys. I'm also using the second pack, so I didn't buy it for nothing. For the bows. And then I'm done. This took forever. Okay, 1 bow, 2 bows, 3 bows, 1 more bow. It feels like it's really long though, but well. This is crazy. It's almost finished. Okay, so I did do a good calculation of this. Shout out to me. Okay, we have the 4 bows. So this, I have 8 stripes like this. I'm gonna fold them over like this and sew on this line right here, and then this is gonna be one side of the bow and this is gonna be the other side, and then I attach it to the vest and then attach all my bows. So first step is gonna be sewing them all. I think I'm gonna do like at 1 or 2 millimeters, I think, from the edge, and do it on all of these. Then I'll attach them to my vest and I'll be done. I'm lazy, so I'm not gonna be pinning this. I'm just gonna fold it like this and sew it down. Oh my goodness. I'm done. Oh my god. Let's put it on. Before I show you guys the result that I've been working on for a whole week, I just want to tell you guys that I also have an Instagram called Unraveled.knit where you can follow me and in real time see what I'm working on, because on Instagram they've gotten a lot of sneak peeks. So if you want to have some sneak peeks, definitely follow on my Instagram. Then on my Pinterest, you'll see my inspiration boards, everything I put together to come to this design. And you can follow my Ravelry. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. It means the world to me. Literally, this is like a dream come true. I know I say it every time, but it just means so much to me. It's so cool. And also, guys, make your own clothes. It's so fun. You can make them to your liking and try new things out and discover maybe there's like a hidden designer inside of you. Who knows? It's just really cool to realize that you can imagine something in your brain, draw it, and then create it and see the result. It is very cool. And it's kind of like a superpower. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot of videos. So most of my videos are about knitting, but clearly I also sew. So if you're into fiber arts, you're at the right place. Don't forget to subscribe. So especially if you've been watching a few of my videos. Some of you guys been coming back. You like it here. I invite you with open arms. So see you guys in the next one and stay tuned for the results. So, oh my god, I'm like obsessed. I am obsessed with it. It's so cool. The ties on the side and the ties here in the front. My god, like this is crazy. Oh my goodness. It took so long. It was so much work. My goodness. It's done. Oh my god. Okay, I need to chill, but like just the amount of work I put into it, and it's super sturdy. But you haven't even seen everything yet. I can also wear it the other way around. Because I finished it. That's so cool. I have like 2 vests in one. Damn, bro. And I honestly feel like going out, I'll probably wear this side more. But I still appreciate the fact that I did like the other side. Like, this is such a cool freaking outfit. Like, it's so different. And yeah, I'm obsessed. Make your own clothes. It's so cool.